Good morning, good people. This is the start of Black History Month. So I thought I'd take a minute to share with you how it all started. Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson was born in 1875 in meager beginnings. His parents were former slaves who were illiterate, so his early education was unstable, to say the least. Woodson worked a lot as a young boy to help support his family's income, but he always had a strong desire for education. After receiving a bachelor's degree in literature from Barrier College in Kentucky, Woodson would work in the Philippines as a school supervisor and later traveled throughout Europe and Asia. He went on to obtain a master's degree from the University of Chicago. He would become the second Black American after W.E.B. Du Bois to obtain a PhD from Harvard University. He would later serve as the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at Howard University. After being barred from attending American Historical Association conferences, despite the fact that he was a dues-paying member, Woodson concluded that the American historical profession had little interest in Black history. He saw African American contributions overlooked, ignored, and even suppressed by writers of history textbooks. Woodson realized that for Americans to study and preserve Black history, he would have to create a separate space to do so. With funding from several foundations, Woodson founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History in 1915 in Chicago. In the next year, Woodson would create the Journal of Negro History, which is published to this day under the name Journal of African American History. In 1926, Carter G. Woodson launched Negro History Week in the second week of February to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. This concept later expanded into Black History Month. When Carter G. Woodson created Negro History Week, he felt it's not so much a Negro History Week as it is just a history week. We should emphasize not Negro history, but the Negro in history. What we need is not a history of selected races or nations, but the history of the world, void of national bias, race, hatred, and religious prejudice. Throughout his life, Woodson published many books on Black history, including The Education of the Negro Prior to 1861 and The Negro in Our History. Carter G. Woodson was a scholar, a historian, a journalist, and an author. And that's how Black History Month was started. And that's Black history. If you want to know more about Dr. Woodson's works as an author, I've linked a few of my favorites in the description box below. Bye.